The sun was shining, birds were chirping, everything looked normal. But it wasn't. Dad had a birthday party. Except his real birthday was 5 months away. I walked into the dining room and froze. There was a cake on the table. A big, bright cake with colorful icing. But the message written on it made my soul leave my body. Happy birthday to the man who can't remember his own birthday. Dad stared at it, blinking slowly, trying to understand. But it got worse.
Look, a phone for big boys who forget where they put the real one.
Press the buttons, Grandpa. It makes animal sounds for your level. There you go, King of Confusion.
This is gold, pure gold. Our family group chat will eat this up.
Dad held the toy phone, pressed a button, and it made a cat sound. He flinched, then apologized.
So sorry. I didn't mean to scare anyone.
My throat closed. Give me that phone. Give me all your phones. They stared at me like I was being dramatic.
Sweetheart, calm down. He's having fun.
My name is Leona, and the one thing you should know about me is this. My dad is my entire world. Dad raised me alone after my mother died giving birth to me. People used to tell him to remarry. They said a girl needed a mother. They said a man couldn't raise a baby alone. They said a lot of things. Dad didn't care. He worked 2 jobs, a mechanic during the day and a night guard at a dusty warehouse. I grew up smelling engine oil and detergent from his uniform. He always hugged me first before taking off his work boots. He never complained. He never once called me a burden. He never once made me feel guilty about surviving when Mom didn't. So yes, I loved him more than anything. When I met my husband, fell in love, and got married, I remembered vividly how much Dad liked him. But just 1 year into our marriage, my dad started forgetting things. Keys, dates, conversations. I thought it was just normal aging at first, but when he forgot where he lived, I panicked. And when he asked me why Mom wasn't home yet, my heart shattered into pieces. The doctor said the word, dementia. I took him into my home without hesitation. If only I knew the monsters waiting inside. You see, let me tell you a little about my husband. I met my husband, Mark, at a friend's bar event. He was charming in that, my parents are rich so I can smile for free way. He opened doors, he texted good morning, he sent flowers, he said everything a lonely girl with a tired father wanted to hear. Yeah, I saw the red flags. He joked about disabled people. He mocked a homeless guy once. He talked about not wanting old people near him. He got irritated when people asked him to repeat himself. But I told myself he would change. Spoiler alert, he did not. His family lived 10 minutes away. His mother, Gloria, father, Henry, and younger sister, Violet. They smiled politely at me, but never at Dad. They always pretended they didn't see him when he waved. Once, I heard Violet whisper,
Why does she bring that old man everywhere? So embarrassing.
That was before the wedding. After the wedding, it only got worse. Dad moved into the guest room. He kept mixing up light switches and calling my kitchen the old house. But he was gentle, quiet, and harmless. Mark pretended to be supportive, but he wasn't. One morning, Dad wandered into the living room wearing his shirt inside out. Mark and his sister laughed so hard I heard it from the bathroom.
Look at him. He looks like a lost clown.
Take a picture. I swear my followers will go crazy.
Don't you dare. They stopped laughing, only because I entered. But their smirk stayed. Another time, Dad accidentally spilled milk on the floor. Gloria, my mother-in-law, wrinkled her nose like he was a dirty animal.
Oh God, he's leaking again. Can't you control him?
He's not a faucet. He's a human being.
Barely.
Barely. That one word burned. Dad heard her too. He looked down, confused, hurt, and whispered to me.
Lee, am I trouble?
I hugged him so tight he shook. Never, Dad. Never. Another day, I walked into the living room and saw Dad. He tried to explain something, but his words came out slowly.
Hurry up. We don't have all day.
Tree. Look at him. So slow. My God, it's like he's buffering. I'm trying.
Trying? He's trying, and you're laughing? They froze for a second, but the smirks remained. Dad sank into the chair, humiliated. I knelt next to him. It's okay, Dad. You don't have to explain to them. You're the best. Every time Dad forgot something, it was a game to them.
Wrong answer. Try again, Grandpa.
Come on, can't you remember anything? It's not that hard.
What year is it? Or are you stuck in the 70s again?
Dad looked down at his shaking hands, whispering,
I should know this.
Stop. Stop laughing at him. They just stared at me, smirking like they were winning some cruel contest. I held Dad close and whispered, Don't listen. You're perfect to me. The worst moment, the one that still burns in my chest, happened on a random Tuesday. I came home early from work because I forgot my lunch. I wasn't supposed to be home yet. I opened the door, and I heard laughter. Cruel, sharp, ugly. The kind of laughter that made my stomach twist before I even knew what was happening. I followed the sound to the backyard. The sun was shining, birds were chirping, everything looked normal. But it wasn't. Dad had a birthday party. Except his real birthday was 5 months away. I walked into the dining room and froze. There was a cake on the table. A big, bright cake with colorful icing. But the message written on it made my soul leave my body. Happy birthday to the man who can't remember his own birthday. Dad stared at it, blinking slowly, trying to understand. But it got worse.
Look, a phone for big boys who forget where they put the real one.
Press the buttons, Grandpa. It makes animal sounds for your level. There you go. King of confusion.
This is gold, pure gold. Our family group chat will eat this up.
Dad held the toy phone, pressed a button, and it made a cow sound. He flinched, then apologized.
So sorry. I didn't mean to scare anyone.
My throat closed. Give me that phone. Give me all your phones. They stared at me like I was being dramatic.
Sweetheart, calm down. He's having fun.
He is humiliated. Dad reached for my hand again, confused.
Did I ruin the party?
Relax, we're making memories.
He likes it. Look, he's smiling.
Dad wasn't smiling. He was trying not to cry.
It's just humor. You're too sensitive.
I walked over, grabbed the cake with one hand, and slammed it straight into the trash. They gasped like I had murdered someone. Party's over. Every single one of you, get out of my house.
Excuse me, we're your family.
No, my father is my family. You're pests.
You can't talk to us like...
Get out. They left, whining and complaining, but they left. Mark stayed behind, red-faced.
You embarrassed us. You ruined the fun. You act like your dad is some saint.
Pack your things. You're leaving too. He stared like he didn't hear me right.
I live here.
You lived here. Past tense. He laughed. Wrong move.
You're divorcing me because I made fun of your dad? That's childish.
Number one, I'm divorcing you because you became the type of man my dad warned me about. That hit him. Good. He left the house that night with a bag of clothes and a bruised ego. I filed for divorce the next morning. In court, I showed videos. Yes, I had copies. The judge stared at him like he was mold on bread.
Mocking a vulnerable elderly man. Disgusting.
Mark lost the house. He lost respect. He lost me. And then I thought the story was over. But karma wasn't done. Not even close. A year passed. Dad's condition was stable. We had peace, quiet, and dignity at home. Then one day, I ran into an old neighbor who knew my ex-in-laws. She gave me updates I didn't even ask for, and wow. Karma really delivered. My ex got fired from his company.
He mocked an elderly patient in a hospital waiting room. A nurse filmed him. It went viral.
His boss fired him instantly. Now everywhere he goes, people recognize him as...
You are the guy who laughs at old sick people.
He can't find a job. No company wants him. Gloria, the woman who laughed the hardest at my dad's dementia, started forgetting things. At first, it was small things, then the big things. Doctors confirmed early dementia. She forgot her husband one day, even asking, "Who is he?" She forgot Violet's name and sometimes wandered aimlessly on the street. She was eventually confined to a hospital, where her caregiver didn't treat her well. Violet, the one who called Dad slow, had a baby. But the baby couldn't walk and had to use a wheelchair. Her boyfriend also dumped her. She was constantly exhausted, running herself ragged caring for him.
She barely sleeps. And he left her. Her husband, or boyfriend just vanished. Why me? Why is this happening?
People just shook their heads, silent.
Maybe now they will understand what real compassion is.
She came to me later, pleading, trying to apologize. Not because she felt guilty, but because she needed help. Henry, who laughed at Dad, lost his entire savings in a scam. He bragged for years about being too smart to be tricked. He wasn't. He tried to borrow money from me.
Please, just a loan to get back on my feet.
My dad needed kindness. You gave him cruelty. Goodbye. He now works part-time stocking shelves at a grocery store. People recognize him as the man from that video. One evening, Dad sat next to me on the couch. For a second, just a few seconds. He was completely clear.
You protected me, didn't you?
I nodded, tears in my eyes.
Good girl.
He forgot again soon after that. But those 2 words, they healed everything. And honestly, I don't even think I got revenge. I think the universe just looked at what they did and said, let me handle this.